Hi viewers, I am Dr. Mudit Kumar Singh. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tube Research. And on this channel, I'll talk about things that we scholars usually do during the research. So definitely this channel will host series of talks on writing research proposals, finding appropriate scholarships, writing articles, finding a journal to get our articles published, and data analysis techniques with some cool softwares. But today, to begin with, I will do a brief talk about journal indexes around the globe, some popular indexes, how to find a journal for your article, and how to go about it. So let's begin with some indexes. We already hear about indexing. For example, Scopus, we have Australian Business Dean's Council, in short we call it ABDC. We have Web of Science. We also hear Thomson and Reuters Index, where we have Social Science Indexing, SSCI. Then we have Emerging Science and Citation Index, or Emerging Social Science Citation Index. We have another we call Science Citation Index Expanded, SCIE, and we have also Social Science Citation Index Expanded, SSCIE. So for arts we have similarly we have AHCI, Arts and Humanity Citation Index. Okay, but for our concern, for all-inclusive approach, we can focus on some of those. For example, Scopus and Thomson and Reuters, or Web of Science, which have like journals from almost all kinds of disciplines and fields, whereas ABDC is mostly focused on the journals relating to business and taxation, economics, finance, transport, logistics, tourism, and some other areas. So in comparison to Scopus, they differ slightly in their approach and their indexing parameters. To begin with, we can just simply start with Scopus. So suppose we want to search a Scopus listing. What are these Scopus index journals, and how to find appropriate journal for my own article? So if I do scopus.com and then click, then I will have this Scopus source list. I will just download it, save it in my computer, and it will give us the Excel file designed as this. Okay, and we can apply appropriate filters, but to watch out for, we should focus on our disciplines. For example, you must be seeing social science, veterinary, and then we have dentistry. We have lots of disciplines on the top. So let's suppose I want to select only social science, so I will just kick the blanks out, click OK. Then I will have only social science journals. The another must watch field is inactive versus active, so we must click active, and then here we will find all those journals from the social science discipline which are active, which are still counted as Scopus publications. So why do we have active and inactive, both kinds of fields here? Because some of the journals are discontinued, and sometimes journals keep going out and in, so they just keep both kinds of categories for the journals. So at present, for example, this list is updated as on June 2020. We have the status of activeness or inactiveness as this. So when we click active, we will find at present what kind of journals are active. So once we have sorted out this field and the active or inactive journals, then our next task should be to look out the appropriate journal. For example, I'm a student from development studies discipline, so the most appropriate journal would be the journal which has the world development or the development studies in its title. So if I select this column and I do control F to find that, then I will just do development studies and I click find all. Cool. So I see 9 journals which has development studies in their name and which has a which seems they have a direct relevance. So you just click one. Okay, so first one is Asian Education and Development Studies. If I'm from the Asian continent, then probably this might be the appropriate journal for me. Then let's do next. I have Canadian Journal of Development Studies. If I'm from Canada or from northern hemisphere of the globe, northwestern hemisphere of the globe, then probably this is the journal for me. Then we have Development Studies Research, we have Forum for Development Studies, and so on. My next task should be to go on the home page of that journal. Now I know the name of the journal, then just do one random Google, for example, Journal of Development Studies, this. Okay, even you do Google, you will have lots of relevant journal information. Then Journal of Development, so just select one, just one random journal. Let's do Journal of International Development, for example. Go for its home page, read its aim and scope, what they publish for, check out their indexing, check out their impact factor. Usually we'll see okay, about this journal, fine. So its impact factor 1.225, and it will also give you the rank, so it will give you some sense as to where this journal is lying actually. So it's doing pretty well, I think 29 out of 41, so I think it's pretty decent to begin with, if not bad. And we also must be careful about the requirement of my publication. For example, those who are in India and looking for job and apply in academia in future, whether their publication will be counted or not. But we know that this is Scopus Index publication, so they should be good about with it. Accordingly, people from the other continents and nationality can check whether their particular indexing welcomes or accept their listing, that is Scopus listing or ABDC. And similarly we can do with ABDC general list. So I have ABDC list here. Okay. Okay, so unlike Scopus, ABDC has these columns. ABDC follows the rating standards A, B, C, or A star, and especially for jobs in management schools. For example, in India, they really care for which kind of rating a journal possesses. For example, let's do development studies here as well. Development studies. Click on find all. Well, Canadian Journal of Development Studies is rated as B. So if you remember, the development studies world yielded 9 cells in Scopus, but here we only see 6 journals. So ABDC is a little bit more tailored, more contained than Scopus, and they follow A, B, C, D, and A star. So if journal is rated as A star, it's really high quality journal, and the rest of the letters denotes the ranking of quality likewise. Okay, so I think we can search the journals likewise based on our own disciplines, and this should be enough for the day, and we can begin searching our journals and try to find a appropriate journal and start submitting the articles if we have a ready to publish article. And don't forget to see the journal what kind of pattern the particular journal follows, the font style, their word count limit. We should be really careful about that. So if once we find the journal, we should go for their homepage, we see their ranking, their impact factor, then aims and scope, what kind of stuff they publish, and then we should look for their style guideline, what is the word limit, and their processing, the way of processing, and also the processing fee involved. Sometimes a few journals charge a submission fee, so we should be really careful about all those criteria, and we should be good to submit our article. So this is for the day, and stay tuned if you like to see more videos on this channel. Please subscribe to this, and do comment and reach out to me if you really want to have some more fun videos, or some lectures or tutorials on either of the relevant topics that scholars want to take up. Thank you.